Hello. Three things I want to talk about today. First, last month I flew to Nigeria. And second, soon we're going to be flying to live in Argentina. Third, what are we going to do between now and when we leave for Argentina in March? Last month, I flew to Nigeria. I stayed there 2 weeks. It was a wonderful time. There were 9 people saved. 9 people. I preached many times while I was there. And some of the places that I went to visit were deaf schools. They have many schools for the deaf there in Nigeria. Some are very good schools. And all the schools, they're free to have preachers come in to share the gospel. You can share the Bible right there in any of the schools. It was a wonderful time. I was there helping a national pastor. He's hearing himself, but he pastors a deaf church. He pastors one church, but actually there's really 5 churches there that he's working with. He's pastoring at the one main church, and then he's teaching and training other men as pastors of the other 4 churches. It was a wonderful time there in Nigeria. Secondly, I wanted to talk about Argentina. We'll be going in March. March 15th is our date. Soon we'll be going. It's about 7 weeks away, so we're getting really excited about the flight to Argentina. We're going to need about $7,000 to make the trip. What's that for? That's for all of our suitcases, our luggage that we'll be taking there, and then, of course, the plane tickets for 4 people, for the whole family. And also, we need money for our setup costs. You know, the suitcases will cost a lot, the plane tickets will cost a lot, but then also we'll have our first month's rent to get set up there. We'll have to pay a lot of money for just that first month. But then after that, in Argentina, we'll be establishing a church, a deaf church. There's a man there, he's a pastor, and he's wanting to start a deaf church, and they've gotten somewhat started, but they haven't really got it rolling well. So we're going to go down there and help teach the deaf, witness, teach the Bible, and we'll be working with that church. But then also there's a hearing church that wants to start an interpreting ministry. And so we'll be helping help that church reach the deaf by training their people. Those 2 churches, they're about 2 hours apart. We'll be going back and forth between those. So we'll help the hearing church to train the people there so that they can interpret, and then we'll also be working with the deaf church. Pray for the trip to Argentina. It's going to cost about $7,000. We already have approximately $5,500, so we still need about $1,500 for the trip. Third, between now and March 15, what will we be doing? We'll be flying to Argentina in March, but we've got about 7 weeks. And so in that time, before we fly to Argentina, we're going to be traveling in meetings. We'll be going to different churches, still preaching, still trying to raise some support. We still need a little bit more monthly support, as well as the money for the trip to Argentina. So please pray for us as in these 3 areas. We thank God for a good trip to Nigeria. And then also we're excited about the soon trip to Argentina. But we still need a little bit more meetings for support and for the $1,500 that's left for the trip to Argentina.